Ariel Helwani in Toronto gearing up for UFC 129 alongside Rory MacDonald, who faces Nate Diaz this Saturday night live on Spike TV. And Rory, good to see you again. It has been a while. How does it feel to finally be back fight week? You're just a few days away from the fight now.
Yeah, it's been 10 months since my last fight. I'm very excited to be back. I want to redeem myself for how I performed, how I lost. There's a lot on my mind, so I want to get the momentum back with a win.
You mentioned redeeming yourself. How difficult was it to sit on that loss for so long? Usually you don't sit out for 10 months. Obviously you had injuries, but was it just soaking in and really bugging you for all that time?
Yeah, well, I dealt with most of my issues I had with the fight shortly after. I took a little time to myself to deal with it, but of course, yeah, but it was a motivator too. When I wake up in the morning, I'm tired. It motivates me to get back in the gym, and it helps me perfect my skills.
Of course, we're talking about UFC 115 against Carlos Condit. You were very close to defeating him in final seconds. He finished you. You lost the fight. What did you learn about that fight? That maybe it's a mistake or two that you'll try not to replicate again in your career.
Well, ring maturity is what I took out of it. How to score the rounds. How to adjust to how I'm winning the fight. I came forward the entire fight. I tried to bring the fight to him the entire fight, which was a mistake. I was a little overexcited and got emotional, and I was just seeing red the whole time. So I'm gonna adjust, stay calm, stay technical, but be exciting at the same time.
And then you decided to make a major change in your career. You moved to Montreal to be closer to the TriStar gym. That's your new gym now. Why did you ultimately decide to do that?
Training partners got to be a bit of an issue at my gym at Toshido. I was just outgrowing them. My focus was on another level, I felt, and they weren't always there for me as much as they wanted to be. Their health and their work, and they just weren't. They weren't at that level of dedication that I was putting in. So it was hard to find training partners, especially at this level. I felt like I needed to be pushing myself with sparring partners. So I moved to Montreal.
And have you been enjoying it? Has it been a good move for you?
Yeah, I love Montreal. I'm enjoying the guys. They've taken me in like a brother, so I really appreciate it.
You've also dealt with injuries. How healthy are you right now?
Yeah, I'm perfect. I had a surgery, but it was good to go. I was smart with it, took care of it. I'm very young, so I have to be smart with how I treat my body at this age, because I want to have a long, successful career. So, I'm feeling good now, though.
Nate Diaz, one of the more polarizing figures in MMA. Some love him, some hate him, maybe sometimes controversial. What do you think of him? And aside from the fighting, just his demeanor, him and his brother, when it comes to how they act in and outside the cage?
Well, I think a lot has to do with their background, maybe, and their attitude can be taken in a bad way, I guess. I can understand, maybe where they're from is a bad area, and that's just who they are. That's who they become. And they keep it real. But, it doesn't matter. Once the door closes, there's no more talking. It's just fighting. So it really doesn't make any difference.
Do you think he'll try to trash talk with you in the cage to try to get inside your head?
Yeah, most likely. He's done it in the past. But, I'm just going to stay focused. It doesn't bother me. It's happened before, so.
Absolutely. A final question. How do you expect the fight to actually play out when you envision it?
Well, I like to be unpredictable. My style is stand-up, takedowns, jiu-jitsu, ground and pound. I can do anything in MMA, and that's what I plan to do. He's got to be worried for me to take the fight to him at any time in any direction. So he's got to be ready for that.
All right. Thanks for the time. Good to see you back. Good luck on Saturday night.
Thank you very much.